I say lean into the tougher relationships, lean into the tougher situations, because in those moments, they don't happen all the time. And the moments of growth are in these pressurized moments. And if you jump ship too quick, you may actually have to recreate that moment in life to teach the lesson.
Welcome to the From Within podcast with Ben Oosterveld.
Hey guys, it's Ben. Just wanted to touch base with you guys. This is the first recording of 2020. Every single person's going to use 2020 vision as some kind of analogy. I know I am. On my next mastermind retreat in Vegas coming up in February, it is completely themed as 2020 vision. So much about life is making sure that we go the right direction that aligns to who we are. How many times have we moved forward, stopped, and had to reset? How many times have we got into relationships and business deals and events and different things that you get yourself into and you realize, hey, this doesn't fit? But here's the thing, guys. If you're trying to position yourself to win at every single decision you ever make, that's not realistic. Sometimes you need clarity by moving forward and realizing this is not a fit. Now, this is kind of what I've been up to, and I just want to share this because I'm in midstream. So many people, leaders like myself that have some level of success, have a very hard time really exposing the process versus, hey, here's how I did it, and tell the story after. I am right in the middle of transition and figuring out how to build a life and a work, make money, and be satisfied as a human being doing what I love. Now, many people have that excuse. They say, oh, I can't do that because you're never going to make money at it. Well, that's not true. We just know that's not true. Poets are millionaires. People that are ghostwriters are may have $10, $20 million companies. Like, there's so many different ways to win money-wise. That excuse has to stop. I really believe that you can turn what you love into a life that's paid for by what you love. Now, I built something called the Agent from Within Academy. And the Agent from Within Academy was literally a plan. Like, I went across Canada, I did real estate events, focused on real estate agents, but deep down in my heart, I knew that I was not a real estate coach. Deep down in my heart, there was something inside me that says, this is not 100% the right direction. So what I did was I thought, you know what? I'm going to spend a year of my life pulling out every bit of real estate knowledge and content that I have. And so that's why I built the Academy, and I did all these live coaching sessions. I have every single thing there is, like, to build an amazing world-class real estate company, fully documented in an academy. Now, coming into the next year, I started really gaining traction as a real estate coach, and I had to pull the plug because I'm going to end up being one of the top leading real estate coaches in the world. And I thought, you know what? That is not the end game I want. I run a mastermind group, and there's usually 12 to 15 people where I coach one-to-one, and then we take retreats and really do a deep dive onto what holds you back personally, alignment, who you are, the stories we tell ourselves. We tackle things like people pleasing. We tackle things like the really challenging what you want in life. And honestly, guys, this has been the most fulfilling work I've ever done in my life, and it has nothing to do with business and nothing to do with coaching real estate agents. What it is developing human beings. So I pulled the plug on the academy, which was $3,500 to get in. It was set up to win. I will revisit it again. I've got it, and I think that's going to be a part of my game, and you'll see this evolve. You might see it change. But the one thing I'm okay with, guys, is letting people judge me if I change. And I know that sometimes moving forward gives me massive clarity. I started thinking about being a real estate coach, and it really started getting traction, and I started wanting to puke a little bit. The one thing I know is your voice in your gut gets louder once you listen to it. When you listen to the voice in your heart, it gets very loud. When you ignore the voice, it gets quiet until the universe kind of sometimes slaps you beside the head, and you run into a situation where it's not as good, like you're in a bad partnership, you're doing a direction you don't want to be. So guys, as you move into 2020, the biggest thing I think you can do is ask yourself, am I living the life that I truly want to live? Do I have the people in my life that build me up and strengthen me? Now, don't get me wrong. There's people in your life that are there to teach you. So you have to ask yourself something. Do I leave this relationship now, or do I wait to learn what it's here to teach me? Do I leave this job now? Like, am I running away, or am I literally going into class where I can learn something? Remember, when you're in a situation that's not very good, I don't believe you jump ship quick. I believe you have to ask yourself, is what I can learn done? Do I truly have the breakthrough from this relationship? I say lean into the tougher relationships, lean into the tougher situations, because in those moments, they don't happen all the time, and the moments of growth are in these pressurized moments. And if you jump ship too quick, you may actually have to recreate that moment in life to teach the lesson. So as I navigate my future, I just want to share some of this stuff with you. So I'm going across Canada. I've opened the doors to all business owners, entrepreneurs, and real estate agents. The reason being, the common thread in what I do is developing human beings. The side effect of what I do is I see people's income double and triple, but it's never, ever, ever been about money and doubling the income. It's really about becoming so freaking attractive as a human being that people just lean into you. Opportunities come your way, and if you get lucky, your eyes are just open to different things. When you're not able to ask for help, you're closed. When you're people pleasing and making everyone happy around you, you're a controller. These are very big examples of how you're held back and directly affects your finances. I just know that if I work on growing the human being, helping people get unstuck, their businesses explode. But there's a process. There's relationships that need to be fixed up, left, or there's also bitterness. There's the human being has the answers, all of them, to real success. So I'm leaning in fully. Guys, I don't even know if this is going to work. I really don't. But one thing I know is I will keep trying until my life aligns to who I am, who I'm meant to be. Every single day of my life, I think about helping people. I can't stop. There's something in me that I just want to help people overcome. I want to help them believe in themselves. Obviously, my story from my past of what I've overcome has built that in, just like your story. Whatever your pain is, whatever you've gone through in your life is definitely a compass to where you need to go. There's a reason why we have struggles. And once you've overcome them, it's like you're a police officer. You have the authority now in that area that you've overcome. I highly encourage you to embrace the struggle, embrace the pain, and then overcome, and then impact lives, impact business, the relationships you have. I really believe that's the process of a human being, and that's why we get lonely, and that's why we get unhappy, is because we're sitting there with a gift in our heart that we're not giving away. I'd rather live in a tent poor than not help people believe in themselves, help them overcome, help them build relationships, and be deeply satisfied as a partner, husband, wife, business partner. I just think this world is unbelievable, and you can experience it so much more if you get yourself out of the way. So as I transition into 2020 as a human development business coach versus just a real estate coach, I feel more aligned. I feel more happy. I've got a vision to create a program that's going to be called something about how to be way more attractive as a leader and a lover. And that's going to be 12 weeks. Right now, this is the vision. 12 weeks of straight personal growth to unlock who you really are, to take off the shackles, to absolutely make you fly. Am I scared? Yeah, of course I'm scared. Am I changing to something that's not going to work? Or anybody going to come? I just have to try it. One thing you guys can do for me, send me a message. Say, I'd do that. That sounds interesting. That would help me. But at the end of the day, I don't need it. But man, I would love some some kind of feedback. Podcasts are weird because you don't actually hear from people. There's no comments. There's no nothing, which is actually really cool because I have to listen to my voice. But guys, please share this podcast. Please let me know if you like listening to it. It does feed me. It does make me so happy to know that I'm impacting lives. This is what I'm doing. I truly believe everything inside me says align to your soul, to your gut, before you align to your head. Let the head serve the mission. Let the head be smart and do the strategic things once you're aligned. Because you're going to build something that you're going to go the wrong direction for how many years? You're going to set goals that are logical, not heart-built. And that's the internal battle. I say listen to your gut. It's not going to make sense, but then let your brain be smart about it and strategize around your actual gut. Don't build the strategy and force your gut to align, because you will absolutely run into a wall. But when you do hit the wall, it's just another thing to learn. It's going to bring clarity. Anyways, guys, I'm sitting here, first day back, 2020, January 2nd, I think, and all I can think about is someone listening to this podcast, putting some kind of inspiration into their soul from what I'm saying. Make a change. Make your life better. You have full control. Nothing will hold you back. I promise you, at first people will think you're crazy, but then those same people will be your biggest supporters. You just can't listen to them as you transition. You have to listen to your own heart. Guys, I love you all. Thank you for listening. This is going to be a ride. Again, share the podcast. Let me know what you think. I'm letting you in to see the transition that I'm going through. And I will align, and I will be who I'm designed to be. And I will keep trying, and I will keep moving forward. I will change 100 times. I will do whatever it takes to be me, unapologetically. And hopefully I can hit and inspire some lives to do the same. Cheers, guys.